Okay, so we are here on our weekly meeting. We didn't have one last week, but we had some questions on social media and Instagram. So feel free to ask me questions, Catherine and Emily, if they come up when I'm going over this. But I'm going to go over what I use for Instagram and how I do my pictures, and then kind of some Facebook tips. And then some of my pictures that I posted, I've just found and saved for you guys. So you can kind of see how I post on Facebook. Most of you see me on Facebook, so you guys know and see how I post. But anyways, let's get started with, I'm just going to do a screen share and I'm going to go over. So Ashley Hughes, if you guys don't follow her on Instagram or Facebook, she's one of my favorite leaders, so I follow her. When it comes to following leaders on Facebook, find your top three. So find your top three leaders that you can relate to or that you like, and follow them, but don't crowd your Facebook or Instagram newsfeed with just tons of distributors or tons of leaders. Just because all you're gonna see is It Works posts all the time, and you're gonna miss connecting with the other people that you want to plant seeds with. So just pick three top leaders that you like. For me, one of mine is Ashley Hughes, because I think that she's very relatable and I really like her, and I really kind of vibe with what she sends out. So she did this little Word document on Instagram on how she does Instagram and how she takes her pictures. And this will really help you guys. I've been doing this for the last couple months. Catherine, you mentioned that you really like my pictures and things like that. It's because I've just taken these tips that she's done, and I just changed a couple things on how I actually take my pictures, and it's made the world of difference. So I'm just going to screen share this right here. So can you guys all still see me good?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is what she said, how to attract more Instagram followers, how I build on Instagram. So this is Ashley Hughes. She just took a selfie of herself, and I love this. So you guys can see this is like the very first note that I took, how to take a good photo. If you're taking a selfie or a picture with the light, the natural light behind whatever you're taking a picture of, it's going to look like this one right here, where it's kind of, the light is almost overflowing it. It's just too much. But this is when the object is facing the light. Can you guys see the difference?
Yeah.
So that is one of the things that I have taken into note, and it has made the world of difference with my pictures. So don't take a picture with your phone facing the sunlight. So if you were here, I would be turning it, I would be over back here and taking a picture coming the other way around to get this picture right here. So have the object, whatever you're taking a picture of, have the object face the light. And that is just an amazing picture right there. You don't really have to edit anything to that. I do use some editing apps that I will talk about, but that's basically a really good picture. And it's like it's the same bottle of greens. It's the same time of day, same everything. It's just the lighting makes a huge difference. So I've done that. So this is also a picture. She said, here's another example of taking a selfie with the light or sun behind me and then facing my window. She's like, note, I didn't move these objects from their original place. All I did was turn them around and face the light. So this is with her taking a selfie with the sun behind her. And you can see she's still gorgeous. She still looks great, but it's just the sun is almost too much. This is a picture of her standing with the light in front of her. So find a window that has really good natural lighting and just take a selfie with your phone, like facing, have the window and then your phone. So you want to be facing the window. You want to be looking out the window and have the picture that way. And it makes all the difference. And she hasn't even edited that picture. So good lighting really is essential. So when you're taking a selfie, or if you're taking a picture of your product, make sure it's good lighting, because that will really make it pop. So I have done this with my pictures, and it's like I said, it's made amazing differences in my business, in the pictures that I take. So she says, what photos do you post on Instagram? This is going to go with your Facebook too, but for Instagram, you're going to notice people don't really want to be sold to or spammed or advertised. They just want to connect. Instagram is all about connecting, where Facebook is more about posting and sharing and messaging and, you know, kind of anything goes on Facebook. Instagram is so much more different, where people just want to connect and they want to relate with people. So if you're just posting spam or advertisements, you're not going to get anything. So she posts about family, adventures that she's going on, what she's doing now. So like take a picture of you hanging out with your kids and say, this is what I'm doing now, or take a picture of you at work with, you know, your keyboard and your, you know, drink of like a, you know, a bottle of your greens with your keyboard and your computer and say, hey, I'm at work drinking my greens. Whatever you're doing now, even if it's not It Works related, take a picture of what you're doing, your friendships, selfies, nature, something inspirational, business related, and result photos. So those are the things that she posts about. I also do the same thing. I post the same stuff. Try staying away from posting too much of one thing. So she never just posts a whole bunch of selfies. Don't just post a whole bunch of result photos. Don't just post all about the greens or all about nature or all about your work. Mix it up and make people want to get to know you and want to follow you because you're interesting. Like she said, don't post ad looking photos. I think I've said this before, but I have signed a lot of distributors and customers that follow advertisement Instagram, It Works Girls. And every time I blitz them, they say, oh, I follow a girl on Instagram who does this. I follow a girl on Instagram. She posts all about this all the time. And I'll say, oh my gosh, that's awesome. Have you tried a wrap? And they'll say, no, I've never tried one. I'm just like, you follow a girl you follow like 5 girls on Instagram and you have never tried one? They're like, no, I've never, I just didn't know if it would work. Does it really work? And I'm like, yes. And I schedule the appointment and I go wrap them. So in a way, these advertisement spammy people that are on Instagram are helping my business without them even knowing it, because I blitz them and then I eventually am the one that wraps them because they already are aware of it. They're already curious. They already want to try it. They just need to hear from a real life person that's relatable that yes, this works and yes, I can come wrap you. So I've run into a lot of people that do that. So just be aware, don't post advertisement type pictures or posts on Instagram or Facebook. She also goes through and she'll delete her result photos after a while. So you want it to kind of be more of like in the moment when people are scrolling on Instagram, you want them to be able to scroll through and see a post of yours. But then if they're going to go back through your timeline and see things, you don't want them to be only seeing result photos. So I really like what he says here. Your posts are like a newsreel that people only see when they're scrolling through their newsfeed. Your profile is like a portfolio that gives someone a first impression. When they go to your profile and decide whether to follow you or not, chances are they won't if you have any posts that look spammy. So I like that advice because that's very true. If I go to anyone's Instagram posts, you know, if they follow me and I want to go check out who they are, I'll go back to their profile. And if they have a whole bunch of I get a lot of other health and wellness people for different marketing companies that will follow me or like my photos. And if I notice that they're just all they're posting is their result pictures and their product posts all the time, I don't follow them back because I already have my own network marketing business that I'm successful at. So I don't really want to follow someone else who's also posting all the time about their stuff either that I'm not interested in. So I don't follow them back. So that's very, very true. So I also go through and will I'll go ahead and delete some of my posts and pictures, result photos on Instagram. So, and then I'll post this document in our group chat that we have going on, so you guys can talk about. The white sides is just here. If you see how she's got like sides on her Instagram, kind of looks clean and cut, like it's not like an actual square like Instagram usually does. This is what she does. This is how she does it. I've done this before and I have gone back to the square just because I have to take a picture, make it white sides on each side, and then save it. So I have like 3 of the same picture plus the one that I edited. So like 4 of the same picture in my camera roll, and it's driving me crazy. So I have stopped doing this, but I do like the way this looks. So that's how she does hers. So that's where she gets like the sides. This is the app that she uses. PicLab is what she uses. And this is how she'll tell you how to get the sides that she's talking about. Okay, so this is another app that I use. I want you guys to download this one. This one's really awesome. It's called Pick Tap Go. Only available for iPhone. So sorry, Catherine, if you have your Android, never mind. If you have it, it's only available for iPhone. You can check and see if it's available for Android, but I'm not sure if it is yet. But it's basically how I get my pictures to pop. So after I take my sunlight picture, my sunlight selfie, I use this app to edit, and it has been awesome. I love it. So again, I'm going to put this in the group chat so you guys can read how to filter them. But she basically just uses 3 filters. There's called crispity, contrast, and lights on, I believe. So you select your picture, and then all of these filters kind of come up, and she selects crispity, and then you can select lights on, and then she selects the contrast, I believe. So that's the before and after. So you can kind of see the difference in the picture, and that's how she makes her pictures pop, and I use that one as well. I really like it. This is how to connect on Instagram. Instagram, like I said, is a different community. People aren't really looking to like gain a ton of friends like Facebook is. I feel like it's just a little bit just making quick connections. So it's going to be a little bit slower. People are going to not be as trusting right away. So decide how much time you have. People at least have 30 minutes. I agree with what she says there. It's safe to say that people have at least 30 minutes they could spend doing this. And that's just by how to do Instagram. So search a hashtag, find a connection. We were talking about this earlier. Find a common ground with someone. So someone that has a baby that's your age, someone that lives in the same state as you, someone that has the same amount of kids as you or is your same age. I follow a lot of mommies right now on Instagram that are the same pregnancy as I am. So we're all about 30 weeks. So we follow each other and I get to relate, because then when they post something, I can jump in and say, oh my gosh, I totally know, I'm going through that too. I feel that too, so you're immediately able to connect with them. Where if you're following someone that you don't have anything in common with, then you're just liking their picture. Okay. So search a hashtag of something that you'll have in common with. So your goals, your interests, sports, hobbies, activities, whatever it is. You can search those hashtags, find someone's page. You like a few of their pictures first. So I like to go through and like 5 to 10 of their pictures, comment on at least one of them. I like to comment on 3 and then follow them. So those are the 3 practices you should do on Instagram to get more followers and to get more people following you back. So yeah, it says that the chance of them following you back goes up 37% if you do all of those things. If you, instead of just following them, if you do all 3 of those things, liking their pictures, commenting, and then following them, you have better chances of them following you back. And I found that to be true as well. This is huge. Write down the name of the people you followed and that followed you back so you can stay connected with them, because Instagram, there's no real way to keep in track with everybody. So once you stay connected with them, like their pictures, comment on their stuff. You can even turn on notifications on Instagram now where you get a notification when someone posts a picture. Go and like it right away. Be in their face, be in their newsfeed, comment on their posts and things like that. A friendship will form if you stay consistent. So staying consistent, and don't stop following up with this person. You're going to have a friendship within time, but it's going to take some time. Don't spam people. I think we all know that. I teach that a lot. Don't spam people. Just message them. And it just takes time. So Instagram is going to be more of a time, planting seeds, posting consistently, taking time, making connections. That's really Instagram's you're not going to get that instant people that are just like, jumping on board right away. So Instagram is going to be more building your followers. And like she says, it may not seem like a business building activity because it might take a while for you to see the effects of it. But the Instagram, I promise, is good. So if you guys want more Instagram help, I'm happy to help you with that one. But Instagram, I use Instagram and Facebook are my 2 main social media accounts that I use daily. Instagram, you'll be wanting to post more often than on Facebook. So on Instagram, I try to post between 5 to 10 times a day, which can kind of seem like a lot and overwhelming. But if you're just more conscious, like you kind of like live the picture lifestyle, and you just take a picture of random stuff that you're doing, or your kids, or your product, or what you're eating. I know taking a picture of food can be annoying, but you take a picture of your breakfast, or take a picture of your greens and your ProFit shake, whatever it is, but posting 5 to 10 times a day on Instagram. So that's Instagram. I really, really like this. Again, I'll send this to our group page so you guys can take some more time to read over this and kind of study it. But I've taken a lot of her tips and I've gotten a lot of good results from it. So that is Instagram. The other thing I wanted to go over is Periscope. I'm not sure. Do you all have Periscope? I know Emily does. Catherine, do you have Periscope yet?
I don't yet.
Okay. I would get Periscope because that's also a really fun social media tool. It can be kind of scary at first because if you're not used to being on camera, it's basically a live chat, but you do it via video. So it's almost kind of like this, but I jump on Periscope and I can just start talking about whatever I feel like talking about, and people can jump on and start typing and chatting with me. They can't respond vocally, they can't respond back, but they can type, and so I can see their messages that come up. A lot of the top leaders use Periscope. So Ashley Hughes, Ashley Sinclair, they all use Periscope. So I follow a lot of leaders on Periscope, and I'll get a little notification saying, hey, so-and-so is going live. And all I have to do is click on that link and it'll pop up automatically for me. Usually Periscopes aren't very long. They're 15, 20 minutes, maybe some are even 5 minutes. But leaders in the company will jump on and give us really, really great advice. And the thing about Periscope is after the Periscope has ended, so after my video has ended, you only have 24 hours to go back in and watch it and rewatch it, and then it's gone forever. So when you see a lot of us leaders linking and sending posts and link on in our Facebook pages, and we say, go watch this as soon as you can, get on this Periscope as soon as you can, it's because it's going to expire and you won't be able to watch it again. It's gone. So a lot of leaders use that to train their teams and just to give advice and just to be, I like it as well because I can talk to people. I've gotten a lot of customers that way. I've gotten some loyal customers, and I've gotten some distributors that way as well from Periscope. So I do like Product Wednesday on my Periscope, and you make a title and you say, hey, I'm going to be talking about, my title will be like Product Wednesday, your defining gel. And I just wait for people to jump on. And usually I'll get between 5 to 10 people. I don't get a ton of people, but you're in front of a live audience and you can talk about defining gel and say, hey, this is my defining gel. Super awesome. This is why I love it. This is all the places you can put it. This is what it does. Here's some pictures. See you later. Message me if you want some. And then you're done, but people can connect with you and they can see that you're personable. They can see your face. They know that you're not just, behind the computer. So I like to use Periscope a lot. So Periscope is another good app that you can use for social media. And if you go in and find me on Periscope, then you can see me when I jump on. You can kind of see how I do my Periscopes. But I really like them. I really like Periscope. I think it's fun. Sometimes you get a lot of creepers. Sometimes you get a lot of weirdos that jump on, but that's going to be normal. You can block them. If you just touch their name, you can block them. So if you have people that jump on that are inappropriate or weird, just block them and don't let them invade your space and just block them. Okay, so we talked about don't posting advertisement type posts on Facebook. So I'm going to go over Facebook posting and some of the posts that I've made. When I first started, you guys, don't use any of my pictures for when I first started because it was not very good. I did the spammy stuff where I would just Google pictures. I would Google search pictures and post them. So, okay, let me go back to my screen share. These are there. I couldn't find as many as I wanted to, but okay. So this is one that I posted. It wants to open. My computer's really slow. This is when I was on vacation last October in the Chicago O'Hare Airport. It wants to come up, I promise. Okay. So I took a picture of the Blitz card that I left in the bathroom stall. I left a Blitz card everywhere I go, especially in the airport. I'll leave my Blitz card in the bathroom stall. I don't know why. Pam Souter told me to do it, so I just do it every time. And all my post said was, because blitzing in the airport has never been so easy. And I just took a picture of it and then left. So that would be a product post or a business post or a lifestyle post that I would do. And I put that on Facebook. And that was one of my posts is, you know, it's never been so easy to share my business. I can just leave my Blitz card in a bathroom stall, you know. So that's one that I've done. And then I did one, I was also in Illinois in this one. And I just took a selfie of me holding up my wrap cash. I met up with a girl in the mall and made $100. I sold 4 wraps to her. And I said, I just posted, just made $100 in wrap cash at the mall. Have I mentioned how simple this business is? Even on vacation in Illinois, I still find people who want this crazy wrap. It's so fun and exciting putting on a fresh wrap on someone. So I just took a picture of my wrap cash. So when you go wrap somebody and you get your wrap cash, take a picture of your $25 and talk about what you're going to do with that money. I just made $25 in wrap cash. This is going to be my gas money for the week. Or I just got $25 in wrap cash. I'm going to go treat myself to some lunch. You know, $25 is almost a meal for my family. So going out to eat, we can all go out and eat for $25. So post what you're going to do with that money. Talk about how simple it is to make $25 in wrap cash. Go put a wrap on someone. If you're needing extra money for diapers or wipes or groceries or gas or cat food or whatever you need, go wrap someone for $25 and there you go, $25 in your pocket. Go wrap 2 people and you have $50. You know, that's a date night. That's dinner and a movie or something, you know, so, or probably just a movie, but. Okay, so another one, I'm challenging you guys all to do this one because I was challenged to do this one last summer. Take a picture of yourself and post what your goal is, whether it's ruby or emerald or diamond. I posted this last year and I haven't hit double yet, but I still posted it because I'm always going, that's always my goal is to go for the double. So I took a picture. You can use any app. A couple of apps that I use for the text. I will tell you right now, I use WordSwag. So I use WordSwag, that little blue one right there. Okay, so I use WordSwag. I also love the app Over, that little one with the yellow circle right there in the middle, the black and the yellow. So the app is called Over, O-V-E-R. I use that one. That's a free app. You can buy things in there. You can buy extra text, but you can add your own picture in there, and then add text and things like that. So let me see if I can find one. So here's just a picture of Charlie holding a broom. But see right here, you can add just different things. Like you can add text or whatever. So just find, or Instacollage is fine. Find an app that or if you just search in your app store, whatever phone you have, and just type in like photo editing pictures or photo editing apps or pictures with text or whatever. And you'll find some apps that you can kind of play around with. But those are some of my favorites is the Over I like and the WordSwag. But post a picture of yourself and what your goal is this month or in the next 3 months or the next 6 months. Like, what is your goal? Because for me, I put double diamond, 6,000 average monthly, you know. Then I'm going to pay off my Discover card. I'm going to help 5 people claim their Ruby bonus. And that was my goal last summer. So whether or not I hit the double diamond, it's scary putting that out there, but you putting that out there for everyone to see and watch and do kind of makes a bigger difference. It kind of makes it more real and kind of ups your game a little bit. Like, oh, okay, I'm going to put this out. I'm going to post on Facebook. I have got to do this. Like, I can't just be lazy and not do it. I've got to like do it because I posted it and said I was going to do it. So for me, it kind of put a fire under my bum. I got really close to double last year, really close. I was a couple $100 off in volume, and it just didn't make sense for me to promote last summer. So I got really close. I was boxed in for double last year, but it didn't work out. So I just put the text here. My upline challenged me to do this post. Now I'm challenging my team to do the same. I'm like, shout out your goals and put your order out into the universe and then go to work for it. So I just a little, you can post that. That's a good post to do on Facebook, of posting what your goal is and letting all your friends and family know, look, this is where I'm going. This is what I'm doing. And this is what my plan is when I get there. So, okay. So that's when I did my greens posts. I love the greens because everyone can use greens. Everyone needs to be on greens, in my opinion. So I took a picture of me and my greens, and I just said, cheers to not getting sick and getting back on track after vacation. Being healthy has never been so easy. A picture of my greens with a straw, and that was like when I was drinking it. So take a picture, post about it. That would be a good product post for you guys. And that one's not spammy. I'm sharing something that I love. That's like me holding up my new pair of shoes that I just bought, saying, hey, look at my new shoes I just bought. Like, that's exactly the same thing. I don't feel like this is a sales post at all. I don't feel like I'm trying to sell my greens. I feel like I'm sharing something that I'm absolutely obsessed with and that I think everyone needs to be on. So it's very different when you think of it that way. Instead of just posting a picture of the greens in the packet with nothing else there. That makes sense. And then last one, my energy drink. So I did the same thing. I know energy is not available in New Zealand and Australia. I'm sorry. But just posting a picture of what you're doing. This was like middle of the night, I think. I was over at Michelle Tipton's house for a team building party. And it was like midnight when I left. And I was super tired. And she's like, take an energy drink with you. And so I took an energy drink. On the way, and I drank on the way home, and I took a picture of it. I'm like, thank you, Michelle, for the energy for the ride home. Love you. And it wasn't anything like buy my energy drinks or I just posted a picture of me drinking it. And I just said, I'm so excited, whatever. So those are some posts that you guys can do of just yourself when you're thinking of what can I post about today? What should I post about? If you don't want to always just be posting before and after pictures or result pictures, this is a really good option as well. Okay. So that is the 3-3 rule. If we have not talked about that, the 3-3 rule is 3 personal posts a day and 3 product posts a day. So try to post 3 personal posts. We call them lifestyle posts. So, Emily's really good about posting pictures of her and Demi hanging out at home. That's a good lifestyle post. And then 3 before and after pictures. So posting, I've seen also, Catherine, you can post your before and after pictures or other people's before and after pictures. Awesome. Keep doing that. You guys are doing awesome on the posting. And just making sure that you're posting personal pictures. Picture of me holding my greens could go under the category of a personal picture for the day. So you can kind of throw in your product into your other posts because it's you just living your life in a way. So you can do that. So the 3-3 rule is 3 personal posts a day, 3 product posts at least a day. So throughout the day on Facebook, posting that many times. And I think that's really all, just making sure you guys have something in common with people that when you're connecting with them. Let me see if I have any other apps I want to tell you guys about. I really like, I don't think I use any other apps, to be honest. I use PickTapGo all the time. I use WordSwag and then Over. I try to keep it simple and just use the same because there's so many apps out there that you can kind of get overwhelmed. So find an app that you like that has a good editing or a good filter. I used to use this one a lot, the VSCO, VSCO. Can you guys see that one right there with a little circle? I use this one sometimes as well. You can take a picture in the app. It's a little bit tricky to figure out because I feel like they have these weird symbols that you have to kind of learn what they are. And I can't tell you, you have to just open the app and mess around with it, but you can put really cool filters on. Let's see if I can do that. So you can do all these different filters, so you can just go through and just find a different filter that you like. And there's a ton. So I like that one for different filters, but I really, really like the PickTapGo as my new favorite filter. I kind of get a favorite app that I use for a while, and then I'll find something else. So right now my favorite is PickTapGo. It's that one that Ashley Hughes talked about right there, the yellow one. Looks like a little alien smiley face guy. But that's my favorite one right now, is Pick Tap Go. So do you guys have any questions about social media or posting or Instagram or anything like that? You guys good there?
I just have one question.
Okay.
So when I started Instagram, I started getting all these like people on there following me that wanted to like
Tell you something?
help me grow my business. And so you just go in and block them.
I do. Yeah,
Okay.
I block them because it goes for the same exact thing that I was talking about. When they're going to go most of the time, those people that are like, get 5,000 followers or, I can help you grow your network marketing business. When you go to their Instagram profile, it looks so spammy. Like it's all, I can help you do this and this. And I mean, there's nothing that you guys can even connect with. Like it looks like a computer behind that screen to me. So for me, even if they legit wanted to help me and I was looking to, go to someone to help me with that, I'm not going to go to them because they're not even, I don't even know who they are, So I block them. I block everyone. I get a lot of times also they'll comment on a post that I do on Instagram and all they say is nice, or they'll say like just one line, like one word. They'll post nice, or they'll post great post, or I love your timeline. And they're trying to direct you to go back to them and look at their page. And when I do that, I just think, who are you? Like, why you're not even connecting with me? Like, I don't even know who you are. So yeah, I block them immediately. I also will block other It Works distributors. So if I block you guys, or if I don't follow you back, that's why. Only because Instagram is now owned by Facebook. So when you go on your Instagram and I go say I'm going to go and I'm going to go follow Catherine, Instagram is then going to recommend automatically in like a little drop down in that same screen. When I click on follow Catherine, Instagram is going to drop down like 5 people's names of who else I should follow. Hey, Catherine's following these people, or these people follow Catherine. You should follow these people too. And sometimes it's going to throw It Works distributors in that group. And so then other people are going to follow more It Works distributors. And then you kind of get crossed kind of contamination, because then you're like, okay, then you have people that are just, following 3 or 4 distributors. So if you were to go and if I have a potential that wants to follow me, and I'm following Catherine and Emily and Ashley Hughes and Michelle Tipton and my friend Marva, they're all 5 distributors, and I'm commenting on their stuff all the time and I'm liking their stuff, Instagram is going to take that information and recommend this new potential. Hey, by the way, Rachel follows these people too. You should follow these people. And then they're going to say, okay, sure. So they're going to follow those people. And now I've kind of given my potentials away to someone else. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I don't follow other It Works distributors on Instagram. I follow you on Facebook, and I'll connect with you on Facebook. But on Instagram, I try not to follow other distributors. So usually I'll follow you if it's in your first 30 to 60 days. I'll follow you for a while. But I try not to follow Instagram distributors. But I do, so I'll block. I have a lot of random distributors that will message me. They have over like 6,000 followers, and they're a distributor, and they follow me. I'm just like, why are you following me? Like, I've got 500 followers. Like, I don't know why you're following me. Go follow your upline. Go follow your leaders that are, your ambassador leaders. Like, why are you following some random It Works girl on Facebook? I mean, on Instagram. So I also will block other It Works distributors that I don't know personally. So other people will just add me, and I go find them, and they're an Instagram. They're another It Works distributor. I will go block them, not out of hate. I love them. I support them, but I just don't want, I don't know. Sometimes Instagram can get a little bit tricky, and I don't want them taking my potentials, or I don't want them, I just don't know why they're following me, and I don't understand it. So I just block them. So I block a lot of people that are just don't relate, that I don't understand why they're following me, or if they're just trying to sell me something, I'll block them. Good question. Anything else about Instagram? Good there? Okay.
Yeah.
Also, don't go to, when you go to Instagram, you can share to Facebook. Don't do that. So see a little button right there. So you can click on it and it'll automatically, if I click on it, it'll turn it blue. And then I click on share or send, I think. Well, then I click on share right up here. Don't do that. Only because if you post a picture on Instagram and then you share it to Facebook, it does make it easy because it's simple. You can just do the same post on both social media sites, but it makes it really impersonal. And we've been taught this in the past that it just, especially if it's me and I'm following Catherine on Instagram and Facebook, we're friends on both places, and I see her post one picture the same, and then I see her post the same exact one on Facebook. I have so many friends that do this, and I'm just like, I'm so confused. Where do I like the picture? Do I like it on Instagram and Facebook? Or do I comment on it on Instagram? Or do I comment on it on Facebook? Or do I do both? Because it's kind of like seeing like a replay of an episode that you've already seen before. You're like, oh, I already saw that. So try to be more personal on Instagram. I will post 5 to 10 times on Instagram, and I don't send every single picture to Facebook. So if I am going to send a picture to Facebook, I copy the picture and then I make a whole new post in Facebook. So it's brand new, fresh, organically just for Facebook. So if I have the picture from Instagram that I like, that I posted on Instagram, I'll wait a couple of hours, like 3 hours, and then I'll post it later on Facebook. So it's not like boom, boom, right next to each other. So I have so many people that I love. I'm like, my gosh, you just posted on Instagram and I just saw it on Instagram and now I see it on Facebook, and where do I comment? Where do I like it? Where do I, like, which one do I need to like or not like? Or do I need to like both of them? So yeah, try not to be sharing a lot on Instagram to Facebook. So make a new organic post for Facebook, even if it's the same picture that you put on Instagram. But yeah, that's all the tips I have for social media. I really challenge you guys to get a Periscope account. That one has been really fun for me. You can get a lot of followers. They give you hearts. You can talk to people. They get to know you. It's just like Facebook, but it's a really faster connection because you're instantly connecting with somebody and you're able to answer any questions they have. I do, again, I do product posts on Periscope. I do posts of just me hanging out, and just make sure that you're not sharing your location. So if you're at home or you're not in a place that you want your location to be shared, Periscope will share your location just like Facebook and Instagram will. So make sure you check your location settings of Periscope and making sure that you're not like when I'm at home, I'm obviously not going to share my location because then it like pings my exact address. So I don't want people coming to my house. So just be sure of that on Periscope. But other than that, Periscope is really fun. It's kind of crazy because you have your phone up and you're talking to your phone on a video and you can see yourself. And so you're just talking to yourself sometimes because not a lot of people will jump on right away. But if you get consistent with it and you get, find your niche. So if you want to be the It Works girl or the health and wellness girl, or if you want to, get on every week and talk about a product, or if you want to get on every Thursday and talk about a health and wellness goal you have, or talk about a health tip of like drinking water or exercising, whatever it is, find something that you want to be on Periscope and then run with that. So I'm like the It Works girl, the rap girl. So I get on and talk about my posts or my pictures or my products. And then I also talk about, I'll kind of go on sometimes and talk about motivational stuff or mindset stuff too. So anyways, Periscope is fun. I would challenge everyone to get on Periscope. And then I'm also challenging everyone to take a selfie and post your goal and put it out there on Facebook or Instagram or social media, taking a picture of what I'm seeing like things in my window. Taking a picture of what your goal is and playing around with these new apps that I've showed you. And playing around, it's really fun because you can change the font, you can do designs and pictures and things like that. So post what your goal is. Take a selfie, practice the lighting that Ashley Hughes talked about. Take a picture tomorrow in good sunlight and post what your goal is, what you want to be in the next 6 months. So give yourself a deadline. For me, before I have this baby, I'm going double diamond. So that is my goal. Before I have this baby, my long-term goal is presidential diamond by the end of this year. So that's something that I would post. I would take a picture and I would say presidential diamond, this much money every month. This is what I'm going to do with that money. This is who I'm going to help. This is where I'm going to go. So just talk about and just like write that out on your picture, on your selfie, and then post it on Facebook this week.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, ladies. What, Em?
We can do it. We're the 18. It's got this.
Yes, we are. We are the A team. Thank you guys for jumping on. I really, really, truly believe you guys are here. You will hear this a lot. Those who show up truly do go up in the company. I used to drive to Michelle's house 2 to 3 times a month. She lives an hour and a half away from me, just to go to a training to hear the same exact thing every single week. Just because I was surrounding myself with like-minded people who had the same ideas and goals and strengths and things that I want. I wanted to be like Michelle. I was not even a Ruby, and I was going to her house because she's a presidential diamond. She's doing something successful. She's, have skills that she can teach me. So I would go, even though I've already heard the party pad a million times before. And every time I would go, she would always go over the party pad. I just like to be around individuals that were like-minded and that had the same goals as me and that were going to lift me up and support me and motivate me. So kudos to you guys for jumping on tonight and staying up late. I know, Emily, it's like, 3 o'clock there? So,
Yeah.
But,
And I'm an hour behind you right now.
yeah, oh, that's right. So it's only 9:30 there?
Yeah.
Good.
Till
So
next
I'm late
week
out.
when I'll be in Utah.
You'll have a time change when you get here.
I know.
Those who show up, go up. I'm telling you guys that is true. When you guys surround yourself with this high energy, positive vibes, it just changes everything. It's so much different. So I'm glad you guys were able to jump on. Send this. I'm gonna save this link so you guys we'll post it in the Dream Team so you guys can all watch it. But I encourage everyone to get on these. When we do these Zoom, we don't just do them just to hang out. Like, I love talking to you guys and I love seeing your cute faces, but there's a reason for this. There's a reason. We always have some good things to say, some trainings to give. So make sure that you are on these Zoom calls, these Zoom meetings. So any other questions before we end it? No? Okay.
No.
I'm going to stop the recording.